Welcome to the Cinch SPFL Scottish Football Roundup, with all the goals and all the action from Matchday 34 in the Cinch Championship, League 1 and League 2. On this week's show, Dundee United have all but sealed the Cinch Championship title after a 1-0 win over Ayr United. Alloa secured their place in the playoffs with a 3-2 win over Cove Rangers in Aberdeen. And Blair Henderson's stunning late winner at Bonnyrigg secures Spartans' playoff place. Raith Rovers hope to keep their slender title hopes alive as they travel to the Highlands on Friday evening. Cali started brightly though, with Billy Mackay looking lively in attack. Cameron Harper hoped to follow up last weekend's free kick with another goal here, but was denied twice, firstly by the crossbar and then by Kevin Dabrowski. Raith's chances were fairly limited in the first half on Friday. This long-range strike from Scott Brown, a simple stop for Mark Ridgers. But Raith came flying out the traps after the break, the away side opening the scoring on 49 minutes as Lewis Vaughan poked home from inside the area. Vaughan timing his run to perfection and finishing with aplomb. The woodwork would come into play again to deny Cali Thistle, a well-struck Alex Samuel shot being kept out by the post. Cali were on top in this one, but Raith were determined to build upon their lead, Ridgers having to be sharp to deny Sam Stanton. Having made a terrific save in the first half, Raith stopper Dabrowski would upstage himself in the second. How about this for a flying save to deny Samuel? And the crossbar would come back to haunt the Cali Jags, not once but twice, as Inverness pushed hard for a late leveller. There would be one last chance for the hosts, but Samuel was unable to convert from inside the area after an excellent cutback. Raith hanging on to claim all 3 points in a tricky away fixture.
Yeah, United are attacking there, but no flag against Malt, who plays it inside now to Sibbald. Sibbald, will he go for the shot? He collected round the post. Jamie Murphy will deliver. Won by Sanders in the challenge remote, but it goes back to late to McHugh, who sizes up the effort. Gallagher puts that ball into the area, but Ross Graham can clear. There'll be a card here.
It's a red one.
And it's a red for Nick McAllister.
And those in the stands there, you seen the lift that it gave.
Middleton.
Go on, Glenn.
Cross comes in. Oh, just unable to guide it on target. Trying following up, but here's Jamie Murphy. He's got Masonde outside him on the left. Dowds and Bryden in the box. Murphy making the run beyond. It's pulled back here to Dempsey, who gets the shot away. Wotherspoon into the feet of Moult, who holds it up, bounces it back to Wotherspoon, who gets a cross in towards Watt. Powerful header, drops it in.
Yes, Chrissy!
And the substitute puts United in front. And that produces probably one of the most visible shows of emotion from the United bench we've seen this season. If United can hang on for a win in the remaining 3 minutes or so of added time, Miller Thompson might have intents of doubling the advantage as he lays off to Tony Watt, whose shot goes wide. Colin McAlpine puts his whistle to his mouth, and that will do it. United are 6 points clear with an unassailable goal difference with 2 games remaining.
Partick Thistle knew that a win at home to Airdrie would clinch their place in the promotion playoffs. Harry Milne's header going close to giving the Jags a first half lead. There were numerous half chances at both ends in the first period, but Airdrie's clearest sight of goal would come through Lewis McGregor, the midfielder well kept out by David Mitchell. It would take until the second period for the first goal to arrive. Aidan Fitzpatrick going clean through for the hosts on 52 minutes and rounding Robbie Hemfrey for 1-0. The winger grabbing his first Firhill goal since early February. From here, the Jags would pile on the pressure. Ben Stanway going close to laying one on for Brian Graham at the back post. But the two would combine just beyond the hour mark. Stanway's strike parried into the path of Graham, who mopped up to make it 2. Excellent striker's play from Graham, who is having a phenomenal season. And Graham went close to doubling his tally shortly after. Fitzpatrick's cross headed agonisingly wide by the experienced forward. But Graham would get his second goal soon enough. Patient play in the 68th minute from the striker and a thumping finish to boot. Graham making it 20 league goals for the season, his best ever return. And Thistle weren't quite done yet. 85 minutes on the clock when Rico Diak raced through and added his name to the scoresheet to make it 4-0. An emphatic win, and one which secures a playoff place for the Jags. Arbroath aimed to end a 7-match losing streak at home to Greenock Morton. The Lichties going close early on when Leighton McIntosh's header was saved by Ryan Mullen. The home side were in the ascendancy early on at Gayfield. David Gold the next to go close, with his low shot drifting just wide of the post. Morton's best chance of the first half came through good work from Jai Katongo, the winger working his way into the box but sending the shot over the top. Morton would begin to take control of the match after the break, the turn going close to an opener when Robbie Crawford was denied by Max Boric. But it would be Crawford who would find the game's opening goal. 56 minutes gone when the midfielder curled one into the Arbroath net for 1-0. The midfielder with his first league goal since the 23rd of September. And Morton would go on to add a quick-fire second in the 58th minute. George Oakley with a great run and icy cool composure on show to provide the finish. The striker taking his seasonal tally to 13 in all competitions. Arbroath though would spring a response to going 2 goals down. Good work from McIntosh in the 68th minute, with Michael McKenna able to poke home from close range. Game on at Gayfield with just over 20 minutes to play. Arbroath huffed and puffed in attack in search of an equalising goal, but couldn't find a way through late into the game. Morton picking up their first away win since February. Dunfermline welcomed Queen's Park to East End Park on Saturday afternoon. Lewis McCann with a big first half chance for the Pars, but was denied by Callum Ferry. It was one-way traffic for large periods of the first half. Another good save required from Ferry, this time to keep out Chris Kane. Malachi Fagan Walcott has looked impressive in both boxes since joining on loan from Cardiff City. He went close to bagging his 4th goal for the Pars here. The away side would show more life in attack after the break. Rory Payton working an angle for a shot, but sending it over the top. The Spiders' best chance though would come to Stuart McKinstry. Neat play as Payton laid one on for the striker, who was well stopped by Pars keeper Dennis Mehmet. Both sides kept pushing for a way through late on. Dunfermline striker Kane going close to snatching the points for his side at the death. 0-0 the final score at East End Park. Here's how things are shaping up in the Cinch Championship after matchday 34. Dundee United have all but sealed their return to the Premiership after their 1-0 win over Ayr United. Partick Thistle and Airdrieonians have both secured their places in the promotion playoffs. And it remains tight in the battle to avoid the relegation playoffs, as just 1 point separates Cally Thistle and Queen's Park with 2 games remaining.
Yeah, very important obviously being out the side for a wee while and coming back in. You lose a little bit of sharpness, but he started the game really well.
There's Morrison. Oh, it's well saved by Gourlay, but Miller follows up. Calvin Miller, I think he was hitting the gritty there on the celebration. Oh, back in Kelty possession. Good flick on from Johnston. Oh, and that's a really, really sore one. Cole Donaldson showed a straight red card for the challenge on Babbage. McCann. Now Mackey for Spencer. Falkirk just need to be careful. They are penned in at their own area. And as we say that, it's an own goal. Leon McCann knocks the ball into his own net. Good pressing from Ross McKeever to pick the pocket of Jason Thompson. He needs support. Finds it in Tate. It's Tate. Now for Morrison. And Falkirk are back in front. The SPFL's top scorer makes it 23 League One goals for the season. You know, they've worked their way back into the game and back into the lead. Ball forward to Johnston, knocks it down for Lyon. And that's a rapid response from Kelty Hearts. Rhys Lyon, the Kelty captain, with an excellent strike. Another question needs to be answered here from this corner kick. In swinger, good ball, Thompson's header. Tate stops it on the line and stabs it clear. Lifts it into the area for Alfie Babbage, off the crossbar. Plays it to McCluskey. His ball in is hanging. Hogarth gets a hand to it. There's Moore. And it's a good save from Hogarth at the second. It's Cunningham. And it's well over the top.
Montrose hope to bolster their playoff hopes against second-placed Hamilton Accies. Blair Lyons going close to opening the scoring, but denied by a good sliding block from Lee Kildare. But it would be the away side who would break the deadlock at Lynx Park. Scott Martin curling in an inviting ball on 24 minutes, which Jamie Barjonas nodded home. An excellent delivery from the skipper and a fine header too. But the 1-goal advantage wouldn't last long. Montrose heading back with a rapid response as attacker Lyons levelled the scores just a minute later. Predatory play from Lyons to capitalise on a misjudged header. Both sides would battle hard for a winning goal in the second period. Hamilton's Lewis Smith not far away with this curling strike. And having denied Montrose a goal in the first half, defender Kildare went hunting for one at the top end of the park. The defender on hand to tap home from a corner kick in the 75th minute. Kildare finding space at the back post to make it 2-1. Montrose kept scrapping for a way back into the game late on. Accies keeper Dean Linus at full stretch to stop this one creeping in deep into added time. Hamilton holding on as they look to build momentum ahead of the playoffs. Annan hoped to take another step towards securing safety away to already relegated Edinburgh City. Tommy Goss with an early header for the away side, which bounced just wide. Willie Gibson is still capable of producing magic in the twilight of his career. The experienced midfielder denied a goal of the season contender by the crossbar. Michael McIndoe's City side have shown signs of progress in recent weeks. They were handed a penalty kick in the 37th minute after this coming together in the area. It would be number 9 Ollie McDonald to step up. He slammed his penalty into the top corner to open the scoring. An emphatic finish from the City striker. But the away side would spring a response before half-time. Annan levelling the scores in first half stoppage time when Matty Douglas stroked the ball home. The centre-back with goals in back-to-back league outings. Annan would look to pile on the pressure heading into the second half. Benjamin Lusson putting in a teasing ball, but no one in red able to tap home. But Annan's hard work would pay dividends on 53 minutes. More good work from Lusson, with Aidan Smith on hand to fire his side a goal up. This goal taking Annan's number 9 to 13 goals in all competitions. City would look to respond in kind before the end. Goalscorer McDonald looking the most likely to find the net, with this strike flying just wide. But Annan were firmly in the driving seat and had chances to add to their advantage. But good goalkeeping from Rory Adams and some wayward finishing stopped them from doing just that. The Galabankies taking all 3 points at a crucial stage of the season. Two sides scrapping to avoid the relegation playoff met at Forth Bank. Stirling looking to start quickly, with Kieran Offord going close inside the first minute. Queen's forward Kyle Doherty has found the net just twice in the league this season. He went looking for a third at Forth Bank, but was denied by Mark Weir. There were chances at both ends in this one, with both teams looking lively. Weir forced into another good save, this time by Alex Ferguson. Stirling's stopper remained sharp throughout the first half. This strike from Doherty going mightily close to creeping into the top corner. And the home side would go equally as close at the other end before the break. A first time effort from Offord rattling the top of the Queen's crossbar. Clear-cut chances were harder to come by after the break. Stirling's Offord though almost sneaking this one in, but was well stopped by Harry Stone. The away side kept plugging away in attack, but struggled to find a clear path to goal. Gavin Riley threatening for Queens, but unable to find the net. 0-0 the final score in a tense affair in Stirling.
Max, alle wat je nog aan de keihuuri, je never is het lekker Kovi in Machlish. Al achter hier is meer in de park, dat Kovi Curie server heb gaan naar het. Oh, Harojit dan iets, maar Taylor Steven. Oh, hij staat, kutje. Hagera, Bala, Virgin, Vesumen, Achroakilior, Mika Virtinen, de Jaun, de Giertal, Lucas in Gedezen, de Giertal, Gneska, en Gezalawa, Erdogan Hoshach, Erkov Rangers. Wel, en hier is toch al waar, Haas gedaan. Niang. Oh, van Reiter Bjerker. Misschien had ik Arash. Ga je met Dolketa. Steven, van de live glie. Van de live is. Kogas glie. Paul! Bobby Wales. Misschien taal. Is hij op en wij hier wat Taylor Steven. Glie eigen glie gillen. Wat ik in het chamma gegaan. Arash de gas in de riest. Kijk, Pit even aan. Akker de Gomes van Hikke. Die kijken Barel haast. Barel, oh! Reynolds is stijg. Samelijk gaat deel, hij stijgt dus Meggins in de wouw. Gaat eigenlijk Morrison in de gemiddelde maag pullach. Giet havelijk le Morrison. Gaat doen daar van lava. Gaat putting a Kellyanne weer. We zeggen Mitch Meggins in it. I guess. Machagnani, gewoon.
Players know there could be something there for them, so they've got to keep it up.
Neil, Karen Schachert, Karen Perel, Karen Perel. Paul! Merach le morgen Neil. Gaat door de bal, dat valt naar Makorike. Agus giet Gallagher het hoofd. Ik voel bij Perel, Agus. Morrison voor je beetje nu maakt dat. Wales, lichaam. Maar je mag het hier dus in. Kerry Hart is gewoon met niet aan. Karen kan er gaan nuasach. Oh, Samuel gericht. Roberts. Sutherland. Sutherland gaat er vast schuil. Wales, Paul, allemaal in de pijken. Gaat het nu? Ik ga hier eens, ik kan je. Shut the goal ahead. Graag nog een rietje, de games er van een shot. En graag nog heel aan de nisch. Allemaal een rasher hosje. De chicken met hier in de game. En is Bobby Wales.
Let's take a look at the latest standings in Cinch League 1 after matchday 34. Falkirk maintained their unbeaten record with a hard-fought home draw against Kelty Hearts. Alloa Athletic sealed their place in the promotion playoffs with a dramatic win at Cove, while things remain tight in the battle to avoid the relegation playoff after Annan's win at Meadowbank. Clyde aimed to give their survival hopes a boost at home to champion Stenhousemuir. Jordan Allen's early strike an easy gather for Darren Jameson. The home side started the game well at New Douglas Park and took the lead after just 7 minutes. Robbie Leach bursting through and slotting home for 1-0. The talented midfielder notching his second goal for the Bully Wee. But Stenhousemuir would respond before the break. A corner in first half stoppage time being turned home by Eden Lynch to level things up. An excellent delivery and a smart finish from Lynch. Into the second half, and Clyde went about trying to quickly re-establish their lead. A headed effort from Allen just inches away from making it 2-1. Steny were determined to take all 3 points from this one and fired themselves in front on 66 minutes. Jordan Kirkpatrick with an excellent strike for the Warriors. The experienced attacker with his first goal for the club. Though Stenhousemuir's lead was only fleeting, Clyde hitting back just 5 minutes later as Barry Cudahy rose highest in the box to equalise for the home side. An excellent ball in with an equally fine finish. There were chances to win the game for both sides, but Clyde had the best of the bunch. Cammy Ballantyne denied a dramatic winner in added time by strong hands from Jameson. The points shared as Steny drew their 7th match in a row. Two of the division's mid-table sides faced off at Station Park. Forfar's Russell McLean going for a spectacular opening goal in the first half, but his looping effort went wide of the target. It was a fairly even first half in Angus, but it would be the away side to strike first. 31 minutes gone when Liam Newton made his way into the box and made it 1-0. Dick Campbell's side hoping to get back to winning ways. Forfar's best chance of the first period would come from a long free kick. The ball eventually breaking for Matty Allen, who couldn't finish from a tight angle. but the Loons would have more joy in front of goal in the second period. Roberto Nditi's cross on 59 minutes being turned in by McLean from close range to equalise. The striker on target for the first time since late February. And McLean would go on to double his tally shortly after. Stuart Morrison's ball in the 72nd minute being nodded home by the towering striker for 2-1. An excellent turnaround from the home side. East Fife went about trying to level things up once more, with Jack Healy looking dangerous, but the attacker unable to find the net. And Forfar would have a big chance to make it 3-1 right before the end, but excellent goalkeeping from Alan Fleming denied Ryan Mohammed what seemed like a certain goal. The Loons securing their League 2 status with a hard-fought home win.
Curry, it's Peggy to his left, he picks out the Rose fullback, Peggy drives low for Gray, can't get that one under control, he's under pressure, and Deed Watson shifts away from Booth, draws it for Gray, takes it down, leaves it for Magaki, back for Ross Gray, and he drags that one wide of the post. Russell, that one's gone straight into Paddy Martin. Curry, it's a high ball, Magaki's in there, and it's come off of the bar. Henderson, Connolly can't get rid of it, Cammy Russell lets fly from range, it flies over the crossbar. Lee Curry scored from a similar area against Spartans earlier in the season, goes to the cross this time, finds Kerr Young at the back post. Henderson, that's an incredible goal from Blair Henderson. An incredible strike from the league's top scorer. The top marksman in the division does it again for Spartans and does it again against Bonnyrigg Rose. A third goal of the season for Henderson against Rose.
Elgin City welcomed Peterhead to Borough-Briggs on Saturday afternoon. The hosts with a quick start to the match as Ross Draper made it 1-0 inside 9 minutes. The defender powering home his second goal of the season. Peterhead would go close to a spectacular equalising goal through Conor O'Keefe, his long-range looper going just wide of the Elgin goal. Elgin's Keith Bray would find himself walking a tightrope from 45 minutes as he was booked by referee Daniel Graves. Elgin pressed to double their lead in the second half. On-loan attacker Deshaun Golding showing his skills, but well stopped by Stuart McKenzie. And in the 57th minute, Elgin would find themselves down to 10 men. Midfielder Bray sent off for a second bookable offence. Peterhead would push hard to make the man advantage count late on. Hamish Ritchie with a shot which worked Tom McHale in the Elgin net. And right at the death, the Blue Toon would hit Elgin with a sucker punch. Peter Pollett heading home a corner kick in added time to rescue a point. Late drama at Borough-Briggs with the points shared in the end.
Cammy Williamson with the throw. Hawkshaw returns it to him. Williamson can't do much really apart from lifting that one forward. Now Lang off, and that produces a top draw save. Miller,
great ball.
lovely ball forward.
Matty.
And to Hilton. Hilton, lovely ball through. Sonara got a problem here. And good hands by Budanaukas. Now, ball's in the box. Matty Grant's there. What can he do? And Armour gets a wee touch now. McIntosh.
Just too much.
Chase it now. That's paid straight to Darren Lang. Now, Lang to the front of the box. McIntosh. And that is the closest. Now, Hawkshaw plays it into the box. Armour's there and misses an absolute sitter, Ben Armour. Pinicello. It's Ruth again. Not all passes to be
tiredness, I don't know.
But that was dangerous. Here's Orsi off on a run, and he's still off on a run, and he's still off on a run.
And that was
a top drawer save. The sheer frustration of it. It's played back in by Williamson to Gallagher. That sums up Sonara's afternoon, Brian.
There's something against us, Lawrence, this season.
Now to check in on the latest standings in Cinch League 2 after matchday 34. Blair Henderson's late winner sees Spartans confirm their spot in the promotion playoffs. Forfar and Elgin secured their safety for another season, with both picking up points at home. And the gap between 9th and 10th remains just 1 point after draws for both Stranraer and Clyde.